Okay, so today I'm going to show you how to create an advanced GIF where you are using tools like grouping inside of the selection tool, the onion skinning option, and also just some other cool like features in Brush Ninja. So here's my animation, and this is what I'm going to show you how to create today. So the pencil wrote my name. You can see that it's not perfect. There's like this little teeny tiny mistake right here next to the R. See that little like bump? That drives me crazy. And then the O is in two separate sections, but it's still pretty cool, right? It's still pretty cool. So I'm going to teach you how I did this. Now you can see I have 33 frames. This is my total of frames. And I left my frame rate speed alone. I just left it at the standard 6 frames per second because I felt like when I was testing my animation as I was creating it, it worked for me. This last frame on my timeline, I held for 6 seconds, or first, it's like basically like duplicating that frame 6 times so it holds. So that's why when you see the pencil kind of slide off the page, it holds my name for like almost, what is it? The frame rate speed is zero point 0.2, so times 6 is like, so it's holding it for like 1.4 seconds, right? My math might be wrong, but it's like a whole second. One. There he goes. So I'm going to show you how I made this today. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and create a new. No, I don't want to save it. The first thing I'm going to do is create a new GIF, and it starts with just one blank frame here at the bottom on my timeline. I'm going to use this solid line tool to create that pencil. So it's just like you're basically just moving two dots. So this is a good pencil. Maybe I'll even make this more of a mechanical pencil style for this. Stretch it longer. Want it to be skinnier and longer. Whatever. Close enough. Okay. Now I'm gonna use the shapes, right? The shapes or the lines as much as possible, just so that I can get through this like crazy fast. Now, I'm gonna go with a square, and I want the square to be filled in. So right now, if I drew a square, it's empty on the inside, right? So I want it to be gray, and I want it to be filled in gray. So all I did was pick the paint bucket and then select a color. Now if I go back to the outline color, it would be a black box with a gray interior, right? So we're just going to keep this gray. And I'm going to draw a little rectangle, come back over here and move it around. That looks good. Kind of move it towards the end of my pencil. Perfect. Now I'm going to go to circles, and I'm going to make a circle for the eraser that's pink. I want the inside of the eraser to be pink. And I'm going to draw kind of like a little squishy oval. And then I can move it around. I'm just using the selection tool to kind of move it. Okay. That looks good. Yeah, that looks good. All right, so I am going to send it back. So now it's like under that gray metal piece that holds the eraser. Look at that. That's adorable. It's still a little bit too thick though. We'll just go in a little. There we go. Oh, so cute. Oh my goodness. All right, so now let's get a smaller line. Still going to be solid. I'm going to use the black. Oops. Actually, this I need to be transparent. This is what I want to be black. There we go. So I'm going to draw like two little black And 1, 2. Adorbs. Super cute. I'll even like draw like a nice little yellow line or a little orange line just to give my pencil some dimension. Right? There we go. All right, so now going into triangle, I need a color for like the end of the pencil. And clearly I didn't stick with my mechanical pencil idea. So I'm going to click more and then try to select a color that's, yeah, like a sandy wood color. So anytime you're trying to find brown, it's in the orange. It's a variant of orange. So you're just going to go kind of like towards this, either the white corner to find a light brown or towards this black corner to find a dark brown. Okay, it moves as at a diagonal. You can also move at this diagonal as well. I've just found that this diagonal works better. Pick color. I need it to be solid. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Yeah. There we go. Oh no. That's not the right color, y'all. This is the one thing that drives me crazy about this app is it doesn't have the eyedropper tool. You know what I'm talking about? Like in Photoshop, the eyedropper tool. Yeah, see, that's not the same color. Oh, ah, it puts them on the color palette for me. That's perfect. Okay, so here's my little triangle. Whoa, that needs to be rotated photo. All right, so let's move it. Now, if you wanted to create like a pin or like a marker or something, I think that's cool, right? Go for it. Go for it. I think that sounds awesome. They do have one. How do I get the. So frustrating. Go back to transparent. Transparent. Pick a color. There we go. I'm going to use the paintbrush tool to create this little pencil line. And you know what? I want that to be darker. So let's just go down a shade. Pick color. I'm going to go darker. There we go. Oh, cute. Okay, so there's my pencil. Easy peasy, right? But if I tried to move any of these pieces right now, they're only going to move one at a time because I need to group them. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to click and drag outside of my entire design. And this works whether you're drawing a pencil or a turtle or whatever you want to be moving. And I'm going to group it. So now it can rotate as a whole object, right? Oh, yeah. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Okay. So this is my very first frame. So I'm going to click the duplicate option that looks like two pieces of paper. Duplicate. And I'm going to draw, I want it to be that light gray again, please. Light gray. Thank you. I'm going to draw the first line of my name. Okay. And what I want is for it to look like this pencil just drew this line. Okay. So I'm going to click on this pencil and rotate it so that it ends on top. I'm going to have to bring that forward. See that little like line? So now let's check it. Okay, so that doesn't quite make sense because of how far away it was in the beginning. So here's how you can fix that. If I turn on onion skinning, right, you can see that it's starting way over here. And so the line would be drawn this way. So all I need to do is go back to this first frame. And you can see this is the onion skin. It looks like a ghost here. And click and drag this to the bottom of that line. Now play. Yeah. A little wiggle dance. Cool. Always test your animation in between frames because if you're 30 frames in and you haven't pushed play yet, you might be sad after all that hard work. All right, so now it's ended at the top of the letter A for my name, and I'm just going to write the word art today. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to make sure I'm still using the same size, and I'm going to draw this line, okay? And I need to go back to my selection tool, click my pencil and bring it forward, and I want to rotate it so that it's at the bottom of that line. So let's play that. Yeah, looks great. So basically what your eye is doing is your eye is tricking you into thinking that it just drew that pencil line, right? So there's the A, and now I need to come across, right? So I'm going to duplicate this because then I don't have to draw the whole thing over again, right? Rather than click add. And I'm going to drag this over, and this will be the beginning of the next line that goes across the letter A. And because of how big and drastic this movement was, I'm not going to draw anything for this. I'm just going to duplicate it, and then I'll drag it to the end of where I want that line for the A, and then I can draw the A. I need to make sure this pencil is on the top. There we go. Okay, let's test. Perfect. All right, duplicate, and I'm going to move this. Actually, let's rotate it a little bit. That makes a little bit more sense. To start the letter R, but I always pull down when I'm drawing. So, because again, this is a big movement, I'm just going to leave it, duplicate, and then draw the beginning of the letter R. Okay, and then all I need to do is bring forward, rotate it. There we go. So basically, every time you have to pick up or move the pencil, you want to make a new frame. So now I would start back up at the top. I'm actually going to be like slappy. So I'm going to move it back up at the top to draw the curve for the letter R. Okay. So if I switch this is just moved back to the top. Oh, you know what I noticed? I didn't bring this forward. There we go. Okay. Duplicate. Now I can start drawing the curve of the letter R. I'm going to start right here. I kind of draw like this much of a curve. It's kind of a lot, but that's fine. Oh, I'll have to move my pencil. Bring forward. Rotate. Drag. Okay, let's see what that looks like. It's fine. It's fine. I feel like it probably should stop like right here. Let's just move this up a little bit. There. Yeah, it should stop like right here for that like speed and that length. Which is annoying. It's annoying. Let's get the eraser out and just whoop, boo, doo, doo. Cool. Okay. And duplicate. Now I can finish this R. Oh man, that's the eraser. Whoops. Try again. Hopefully that connects. I'm gonna guess it connects. All right, grab the pencil, bring it forward, and we're just gonna move it down here. Duplicate. Oh my gosh, it's taking forever. I'm just writing the word art, right? Why is it taking so long? Okay, go back, grab my little pencil guy. I'm gonna move it right there. Bring forward. Let's test that out. A, R, A, R. Cool. One more letter. Yeesh. Okay. Again, because I'm going to start at the top for the letter T, I'm not going to draw anything for this. I'm just going to move the pencil up here. Up here. That looks good. Duplicate, and then I can draw the first line of the letter T. Okay. Make sure you put your pencil on top of your lead. Move this guy down. Duplicate. Rotate this guy back up to the top, except I'm going to move it. Oops. Too saucy for me. There we go. I'm going to move it across. So it's going to look like it's A, R, and it comes back up to the top because I'm going to cross it like this. So I'm going to start right at the end of the pencil and just go like that. So bring my pencil on top, bring forward, nailed it. And then we're just going to drag it to the end. Let's push play. A, R, T, A, R, T. That's perfect. All right, so if you wanted it to be like how I had the pencil kind of sliding off of the screen, I need to pull this apart. So you're just going to move the pencil, duplicate, move the pencil, duplicate, move the pencil, duplicate. You just don't want to move it too fast or it won't make any sense. Okay, duplicate. And then move your pencil and duplicate. And then for your last one, okay, I'm going to use the arrow keys just so I can still have that pencil, but just move it. For your last one, you can hold this as long as you want. This is basically just holding this same frame for 8 times as long as any other frame, okay? Or 6 times. Let's test it out. Play. A, R, T. Success! Amazing. Hope you had fun. Catch you later.